Hi everyone, this is Shadow Witch and welcome to my circle. And today my special guest is Michelle, also our fabulous videographer. And I wanted her to join us today because we have a really cool, we're going to kind of go a little off topic. We're going to have a discussion today about the zombie bus. Have you heard of the zombie bus? Let me give you some background. Alright, first, there are no such things as zombies. Okay, let's get that out of the way, okay? Werewolves, vampires, zombies come from folk tales, imagination, Hollywood. Oh, there are my glasses. There we go. But now, witches are real. We are real.
Yes.
You're real.
I'm real. Very real, yes.
I do believe in angels. I do believe angels are real. Fairies, leprechauns. I know some people in Ireland that swear by them, and I'm not, I truly believe that there are things that are, out there that we're not really aware of or that we don't understand. But when it comes to zombies, no. But there is a book, a really amazing book, that's been out for probably 20 plus years. It's called The Zombie Survival Guide by Max Brooks. If you've not heard of this, Max Brooks is an American actor and writer. His parents are the legendary Mel Brooks and the legendary Anne Bancroft. And much of his writing, Max, born with the coolest name ever, Maximilian Michael Brooks. Love that name. His writing focuses primarily on zombie stories. He is also a senior fellow at the Modern War Institute at West Point, New York. Respect. That's awesome. He has authored World War Z, Minecraft, The Island, Devolution, bunch of other books. So I read The Zombie Survival Guide a million years ago. It was great, but the thing that stuck with me was the zombie bus. You don't have to be into zombies. You don't have to be all hung up on that or even have watched a zombie movie to grok the concept. And me and Michelle are going to be discussing the concept. I told her a little bit about the concept earlier, but I told her we're not going to discuss it with each other until we're on camera. So the zombie bus concept, I'm going to discuss it with you guys before we get started, is imagine there's a zombie apocalypse or some great cataclysmic apocalypse where the world is coming to an end, or most of the world is coming to an end, and you have to go north. That's a big theme in the book. You have to go north, and if you can go high enough north, fast enough, you can survive, but you might have to, rely on your own resources to survive. And of course, if you go in a little tiny car with one or two people, your chances of survival are going to be a lot less. So if you could go in a bus, you could put more people. And the whole purpose of the zombie bus, who are you going to bring with you? Now, maybe you have a loved one that, you just love dearly. You couldn't live without them, but they might not have any skills. Might not be the most intelligent person, might actually hinder your survival. So the whole concept of the zombie bus can be a little brutal. Got to cut out those who will not allow the tribe, because you've now become a tribe on the bus, to survive and possibly to procreate and keep the survival of the human race alive. So, Michelle, you've had a few hours now to think about that. And we'll add one person at a time to our bus. So you have your own bus. I have my own bus. We won't discuss anyone we're not including on the bus.
Okay.
So if somebody's watching this video and it's like, hey, why did, it's not like we're not excluding you. Maybe we just didn't get to you because we are limited with time. We're only going to give ourselves about 10 or 12 minutes. So you might very well be on the bus. We just didn't get to you yet. And I'm not limiting how many. Some buses I've been on, like those big, sightseeing buses, they have like 55, 60 spots. So you can put a lot of people on your bus. All right, so who would you have on your bus and why?
I would probably have someone that could.
Has to be somebody you know.
That I know?
Yeah, somebody in your life that you know. Which just makes it a lot
All right,
harder.
I would put my daughter on the bus.
Okay. Krisha.
Yes.
Okay.
I would put her on the bus.
Why though?
Because
she's a lovely person. Does
because
she have
she-
any skills?
she has.
Can she milk a cow?
Listen, she has mega skills.
Ah.
She is like the mega mom, the mega cleaner. She has come from the best. I have started
All
from
right.
5, and
Uh-huh.
she knows the computer better than me. She knows how to, anything that needs to be done. She's a fast learner. She's young. She's vibrant. So if
big.
ever that
That's
I
a
go
big
and my turn comes around again, then we get a husband for her who can help do the lawn or do fruit or so you gotta.
Quick learning is a really
Right.
big
You
skill.
need that.
You want to be able to.
Yes.
There might not be computer technology,
Right,
but
you do need to learn quickly how to plant some seeds, how to turn some grass, how to log cabin a house. If we have to go back to those type of days, it'd be great. And fast learning and easy and young and vibrant is good.
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, I like that. That's a good point. Now, I was just going to say log cabin house, man. When I was about 12, I was just telling my father this the other day, I actually went into the woods behind our house and I took a hatchet and I tried to chop a tree down to build a log cabin. I seem to remember, I don't know if I actually got that one little tree down, but yeah, if I did, I was done. That was all. That was the extent of my log cabin. That is not an easy task.
No, it is not.
So you would not want me there to build log cabins, but it is my bus. So I get to pick who would I. My father, first and foremost, he is the ultimate bread maker, and he can anything. He'll eat anything. He'll literally try anything once. So, there is something people don't realize, that in very ancient times, you needed somebody to test, wild berries and trees, and be willing to taste, just to see if there was a slight reaction. So somebody to test the food to see if it was safe to eat or poisonous. He has been a dairy farmer and pig farmer and goat farmer and chicken farmer, and has butchered animals and had a meat packing plant, and that is a man that can provide us food and the education to others on how to farm. That's priceless knowledge. That's worth more than gold. So my dad, I'll pick him. Who's your next pick?
My next pick would be my nephew Nigel, because he can fix almost anything, and he
If the bus
is
breaks
a
down.
jack of all trades. Yes, he's very good with mechanics.
That's excellent.
Very
That's
excellent.
important.
Like putting it together or fixing whatever needs to be on the inside. He knows all about it. He can tell you all about it. And he's pretty handy around the house with things too. So again, just knowing and having that we can start rebuilding a society. We need them younger.
Yeah.
We need to rebuild, so
Yeah.
I would go there.
Yep. I like that. Somebody who's good with mechanics and, like you said, rebuilding a society.
Yes.
Young.
Yes.
Also seems to be, having had the pleasure of meeting him a few times, a very open type of mindset. Like,
Yes.
let's consider this. Closed mindsets will
Right.
kill a society.
Right.
You need to be adaptive. You need to be, all right, this is a new world.
Let's try this.
Let's try it to see if we can survive or not. So that's really important.
Yes.
I would next include, I would say my husband, simply because he is, once he sets his mind to something, hard worker. He's going to be keeping that campfire going. He can build a fire. I mean, I swear, if he didn't have matches or a lighter, he'd be out there with the flint and he'd get the fire going. He knows how to collect the brush. He knows how to get it. He is amazing with composting to make fresh dirt, safe dirt to eat in. He knows the whole composting system, so that would add to the whole farming. Him and my father would make a great team as far as being able to provide safe food for the bus people. So, yeah, my husband would be second. So, next.
My older sister Jackie, because she is a teacher. Well, she works into that field, and she's been working in that field for a long time, a college professor.
What is her specialty? Does she have a specific specialty?
Well, her specialty is basically, I guess, with the teaching, she gets like the students. She prepares them to prepare to get into college. So she goes through
important.
like a counseling with them and gets them set up and make sure they have everything they need, and before they go in their whatever classes that they need, make sure they get them so that they don't
That's somebody
fall
that
back
could
on.
help.
So
that would be somebody.
and she's an organizer. So
Oh, yeah, that would be
Would
somebody
be great.
very important to help organize the structure of the tribe. And, okay, you guys over here are going to work on the farming, and you guys over here are going to work on the, setting up of the tents or the setting up of the, living quarters. You over here, finding water and food. And having somebody that has that kind of mindset is really
Yeah.
important.
yes,
And then, of course, further setting up of society as we
exactly.
go along.
Yes.
So, my next pick would be probably my best friend Joni, simply because, well, she's got an obscene number of black belts. Not that we'd need to be, kung fu fighting wherever we went, because again, there are no zombies. This is just like, something major happens. But, wherever you are, there are going to be other humans that are finding themselves in the same kind of dire straits. So we will have to set up a perimeter. So in my mind, I have her whenever we camp out or wherever we park for the night or wherever we set up our little village. She'll be one of the guards, kind of walking the
Yeah.
perimeter, like ready to, anybody. She's little, but she's powerful. So, yeah, I can see her doing that. She could, set up like the protection squad of people and train them and get them ready to go to protect us. You need protection because there's going to be other threats out there. So, so it'd be Joni. Who's you next?
My next one would probably be my dad.
Okay.
We would need someone of wisdom, to kind of balance us as we grow the new society. So he's very cautious and very wisdomized, and he's a Pisces like me, so that comes along with a lot of extra wisdom and knowledge because we are most likely foreseers, so we see a few things that'll happen, so he will be able to help guide the society into a new era.
That's excellent. You said wisdom. I have a friend of mine, group of friends I hang out with, and I'm just going to use AD is the initials, nickname AD. Super, 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 super great. And that type of intelligence, that kind of wisdom, definitely able to foresee into the future. It looks at everything.
Yes.
You need somebody on your zombie bus that's smarter than the average bear, and somebody that you can rely on. That
Yeah,
they're just not.
sometimes we may
Yeah.
be doing more than we should, and
Yeah.
someone can come along and say, "Hey,
Yeah.
let's look at this over here."
And also, you don't want people that are just going to regurgitate,
Exactly.
stuff that they heard.
Yeah,
Somebody
just
that
to
you
say,
can rely
"We
on,
think
that
it's
knows their
okay."
stuff, or that has an opinion that you really, really, really respect. Like, okay,
Yes.
I can trust this person to have a sound sense of understanding.
Yes.
That's really important.
Yes.
So I would have AD on the bus. So, okay, next.
Okay, I would have my auntie Linda on the bus.
Oh,
She is a
Auntie Linda.
creator.
okay.
She likes to arts and crafts, so it would be great because she does sewing and any type of arts and crafts for homes. So rebuilding the society. knowing how to do different things. She does a little construction too, and she just a little bit of everything with the arts, the crafts, just being really crafty. So
I like that. Yeah, that's good. Like make if we find ourselves in a cave system somewhere and we're like living in caves like Paleolithic man, at least it'll
Yes.
be pretty inside.
exactly.
But you know what? I shouldn't say that. Say we are finding ourselves in times where we really are living off the land. Somebody who is crafty would be able to take the skins, tan them, make cloth out of them, make clothing out of them, that's
Or
all.
like making the box to
Yeah.
put the fruit
Yeah.
and things
Yeah.
when you're going to do
All
it, because
the-
the animals will come along to eat it. So you put it up in a high enough, and then you put the fence over. So things like that. Everything.
All our arts and crafts today just was survival skills back in Paleolithic
Yes.
times, learning how to make arrowheads and arrows.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, yes.
we call that arts and crafts today, but it was life-saving skills back then.
Definitely.
So I would say my next one definitely would be my sister, Cindy, because she is. I used to pride myself in my gardening skills until the goddess gave me this garden here that has all kinds of serious issues. She's just, she's got a green thumb that is just like, what? Where did you get that? She can make anything grow. Anything. So you would want somebody like that to like work with my father and my husband with the gardening, farming aspect. That'd be the whole, make food for us so we can survive. Plus, they would probably do something, as far as domesticated animals that we could live off the milk and the cheese and the eggs and stuff like that, because she's great with chickens. She's a little chicken farmer too. So, yeah, I definitely have my sister. Okay, one more for you and one more for me.
Okay, the last one would be my sister's best friend, Jackie. Her name is Jackie too, and she runs a food pantry, and she does clothes and things like that. So an organization, to help people get to where they want to be, as well as helping them, find places or classes or things like that. So again, an organization.
That's good.
Basically, because we have to get back to where we have to build. So we're going to need some sturdy people to do that. And then in the process of that, we just hope we meet another civilization and they have some guys and girls, and we all intertwine, and we just, go
That's
from
cool.
there.
My last one would definitely have to be my sister's husband, Jason, because he is a hunter.
Okay.
He has no problem sitting up in a tree for, I don't know, hours, days, weeks. I don't know what hunters do, but they sit up in trees and they hunt, animals to survive. He's not one of those, which I call psychotic big game hunters. There's no reason to hunt an elephant or a tiger or an endangered animal, for goddess sake. I think that is beyond insane.
But plenty of hunting for that.
But when
that
there's
is
an
too much.
animal that is overpopulated,
Yes.
venison or bear, or these people, that hunt them, they actually do eat them, and it's a part of their lifestyle or life. I have to respect that. I don't personally hunt. I've never touched a gun or shot a gun in my life, but people that do, I can see in this kind of situation, they would be very valuable to have somebody with that kind of skill. My father used to be a hunter, but right now, with his eyesight and his balance, I wouldn't have him hold a gun. So we'll have him do other things. So, but yeah, now for those of you watching, if you know us personally and we didn't include you on the zombie bus, I think Michelle did too, kind of subconsciously. Started from like the closest and kind of worked on my way out. And if you weren't included, it's because I just didn't get to your ripple in the pond yet, because there could be 55, 60 seats on the bus. And I'm thinking now of a bunch of other people I would definitely have on the bus. Some people here from my school store that have so many gifts and talents. definitely. I can think of some people in class. Oh
Yes.
my goodness,
And now that you think about it,
Yeah.
as you start thinking about
Yes.
it, you'll be like, oh, I can add him. I
It's
can
like-
add her.
it's-
Oh, I would
it-
love for
it's-
them to
you
go.
know, it's like it's a wedding.
You want to
don't
be like,
have-
hey, this little group of people over here. So
It's like a
who
wedding.
is on your zombie
You're
bus?
not going to have enough seats for everybody, like
Especially
in the
when
wedding.
you start thinking about it, you'd be like, wow.
And then, but the thing is, it's never anybody. It's like, oh, I just like having that person around.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe, but still,
Because
you
we need
people
sense
that-
of humor. We need somebody who's going to
Yeah.
be the bad one in the bunch because we need balance.
Well, I don't know about that because you don't want to risk any space for somebody that could actually threaten the existence of the tribe, and a bad one.
Not a bad one, just one that needs some guidance, so we could say we've taught someone something, and someone can look upon and say,
You know what? In that
You need
case,
that.
you got 2 little baby grandchildren.
Right.
They will be the next generation.
There you
so
go.
we can do that. Somebody that has real issues.
"Yeah, no, we would have to
They
leave
can
it."
get their own bus.
Right,
So
keep the
mean.
ripple effect.
I'm so mean. They can get their own bus. Anyway, so hey, there's buses for everybody. This is just a game. Again, I want to, not that I'll ever meet him. I would love to, but I'm sure I won't. Mel and, Brooks and Ann Bancroft's son, Max Brooks. Really awesome book, Zombie Survival Guide. The concept of the zombie bus. There's a lot of other concepts throughout the book. It's still available. I believe you can get it on Amazon or Kindle. Yeah, that's it. Kindle. By all means, download it or order it. I love having books in actual paper form because they're so cool. It's a really fun read. It is it's meant to be humorous. It is not a real book, but it is a lot of fun, and it's really kind of fun to think of who is important in your life and why they are important and what they offer you, and would you include them on your zombie bus? So,
Which is just as crazy because in the part of how you number them, who is the most, that you realize who is the most important on who you say is first, second, third, fourth, fifth.
oh, I didn't know.
If you think
well,
about it, because
I
who's
didn't-
the first thought that came to mind?
Well, I just spoken to my dad about
Right.
a half hour ago, so that's why I thought of him.
But I'm just thinking, like, you know what I'm saying? As you went along, as you started adding folks, because you had the ones you already knew were going to be getting on the bus.
I'll let you go with that. Everybody on
I
my
thought
bus is
that.
equally important.
They
I
are
love you
very
all.
important.
I love you all.
But I thought of them like when you think it's like, okay, wait. And then, like you said, the closest to you,
I could throw you guys off. You weren't first.
the closest to you as you go along, you're like, hey, okay, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah.
I
Yup.
see.
Yes.
Oh,
you.
that's awesome.
You could get on the bus. You could get on the bus.
You. I don't know
You
about
can get
you.
on the bus.
You. give
No,
me
it's
a-
all love and light. It's all love and light. Everyone, if we have room, could get on the bus.
That's it. Well, I don't know. I mean, I play by the rules, but that's all right. Get
Yes.
the book. Get the book by Max
book.
Brooks if you want to play by the rules of the zombie bus. I have not personally read it in probably over 20 years, so I might have very well fudged and mushed up the rules. Those are the rules as I remember them to be, and I love playing them psychologically every now and then. It's kind of fun, especially when new people come into your life. Yeah, so thanks for visiting our circle, and thank you, Michelle, for visiting with me.
And thank you for having me.
Yeah, and we will see you soon. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.
Bye.
Make sure you share, subscribe, and you've got to shut off the camera now. And like, and ask any questions that you'd like. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.